In the serene yet tumultuous atmosphere of the Kiev Caves monastery, two monks, Saint Titus and Deacon Evagrius, had lived and served together, embodying the duality of spiritual kinship and earthly discord. Saint Titus was a virtuous monk, beloved by his brethren, and deemed worthy of the priesthood. For many years, he and the Deacon Evagrius were closely united by the bonds of spiritual affection, but through the instigation of the devil, who turned their obstinate characters to his own purpose, their affection gradually gave way to settled hatred. Since neither of them heeded the gospel precept to forgive offenses and to be reconciled, the disagreements incident to the common life occasioned quarrels which were the more intractable because the adversaries let the sun go down on their wrath, contrary to the apostles' admonition, and spent their nights chewing over the grudges they bore each other. Despite the efforts of the other monks to reconcile them, the seed of hatred sown in their hearts grew daily, to the point that when one of them sensed the church, the other would turn on his heel and walk out. Now Titus fell gravely ill, and feeling that his end was near, he repented sincerely, and asked for Evagrius in order to be reconciled with him before appearing before the dreadful judgment seat of God. When the deacon was brought by main force to the dying man's side, Titus fell at his feet and said, "Forgive me for having offended and wounded you in my anger, and now bless me." Far from being moved, Evagrius brushed him off and shouted angrily, "I'll never forgive him, neither in this world nor in the next." No sooner had he uttered these words than he fell down, stone dead. As for Titus, he immediately got to his feet, completely cured. He revealed that he had seen a kind of spear come down from heaven and strike Evagrius, while he himself had been touched and healed by the same spear. He added that the hordes of demons, which filled him with terror as they whirled around his bed, disappeared as soon as he asked Evagrius to forgive him. Saint Titus spent the remainder of his days in repentance and brotherly love. He fell asleep in the peace of the Lord about the year 1190. After the dramatic turn of events surrounding Titus's illness and Evagrius's untimely demise, the other monks, deeply affected by the tragedy, gathered to reflect upon the lessons learned from their fallen brethren. They realized that the bitter fruit of unresolved conflicts could lead even the most virtuous among them down a path of despair. In the days that followed, the monks resolved to foster an environment of reconciliation, sharing stories of their own struggles with pride and anger, and actively seeking to mend any rifts that threatened their community. Inspired by St. Titus's transformation and his final plea for forgiveness, they engaged in fervent prayers, ensuring that the legacy of brotherly love and unity would prevail in the monastery, creating a sanctuary of peace where the whispers of discord could no longer take root.